Oh shit, I paused it. Well, whatever. Hello, humans. Whoever cares to know, the song you're listening to is some unreleased Cubic called Bonk and Bass. Hey, Nerve! What's good? Everybody, what's good? Thanks, Wumpy. I got those visuals made like last year, and then I just I put more visuals on top of the visuals till I made them look peak visual. But yeah, I really like that visual. Hey, what up, Neo Chrono, Tanark, Zan? Thank you for the $20 fucking donation. Sheesh. You should seriously, well, I don't know. That's fucking amazing. Thank you. Wi-Fi back. Thanks for the raise, Cube Man. You're welcome. All right. I don't even know how to read this fucking title. I'm not even gonna try. Mars is not having a good time in the Discord. Uh-oh. What's going on? Do I need to check something? I just submitted it to Audio for issue 7. So if Kit chooses this one out of the other, I sent a playlist with like 3 different IDs. So it might be released. If not, I'm gonna send it around to labels because I'm really proud of it. What did you do, Zan? Let me see. Mars. Consume thy shorts, Crystal. Okay. Oh. Oh, yes. Crystal, you're starting beef in my server, damn it. Okay, anyways. We are here for feedback, not Discord drama. We'll let Mars and Crystal hash it out. But yeah, let's get into this fucking stream with whatever this is called. I'm not even gonna attempt to say any of this. Look at the fucking cancer that this sounds like. Like all these tracks, glup, and then. Anyways, gotta love it. Amazing aesthetic. Possibly better than Bunda, in my opinion. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into this. No, Beanie, it is a closed queue, so everyone who submits has to donate. Unfortunately, basically, you got to see the announcement on Discord, and if you don't see the announcement in the first like hour, then you're pretty much fucked because this shit fills up so fast. $3 or more. You should do it because I want to hear a Beanie tune. What are you eating? Should I actually guess? Is it cheeseburger flavored frozen yogurt? But yeah, here, let's get into this. Ow. Ow. Oh, fuck. Ow. When you try to drink water, but instead fucking almost chip your tooth. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck glass water bottles, dude. Oh, that fucking hurt. If you gave me $99, I don't know. I don't know what I would if you gave me a suggestion of something you wanted me to do, as long as it's not insane, I would do it. I mean both, Guild Terrain. Okay. Okay, first thing, thank you for finally having a song that isn't insanely quiet. I mean, this says 6 months ago, so I don't know if you've updated this since then, but this is like the first tune you've sent that isn't like ridiculously quiet. It's a bit like muddy in the low end, but it's also just overall filtered. Thank you, Beanie. I will add you to the queue. Donor queue. Beanie God. All right. Like slightly muddy, but it's also like filtered and I hear like vinyl and stuff. So I'm assuming you're going for more of just like a vintage aesthetic. It's just like some of these sounds that you're filtering have like really resonant high end, it sounds like. So the way they interact with like the low pass filters are a little bit like harsh and not as flattering sounding. Because they don't have like that much like mid and low harmonics in them. So you're not like getting that when you filter it. You're more just hearing like a muffled harshness. I like the snare and the hats though. But yeah, it's just slightly harsh. Wait, this is actually a great idea, Radon. Why have I not thought of this? What am I doing? I'm so stupid. Wait, this whole time I could just be... Oh, okay, I think I did this because in the beginning we didn't have as many people joining the streams maybe, or... I don't know. That's a good idea. I should just start doing that. Oh, wait, no, here's the reason I do that. It's because there's people who can't be on the stream. And I'm not like just doing this to have like people in my stream for like clout or in my ego. I'm like doing it to help people. And so the fact that there's so many people in different time zones, like doing it before the stream kind of gives people a little more leeway. But at the same time, it's kind of like whoever's on at the time. We could try it like once. We could try it once doing it on stream, just see how it goes. But yeah, I think doing it before stream What? No fucking way. What? Jesus, Crystal! What am I supposed to do? Well, thank you. A whole fucking bunch of much. This just pretty much paid for my fucking sudden death festival ticket. I literally bought my Sudden Death Festival ticket today, and I was like, this is a bad idea. I can't afford this. And thank you. Well, what do you want me to do? I will be your little stream whore for this $99 as long as it's nothing crazy. Damn. Well, this is probably like the most fucking legendary feedback stream moment. You're joking? Oh wait, you're not joking about the donation, you're just joking about. Well, God, yeah, you get like 10 free, yeah, you get free reserved submissions. Yeah, there you go. I wish I could, wait, you know what you should have done? You should have gone on my Patreon. I have $100 tier for Sugar Daddy. And you even, it's called the Sugar Daddy tier, and you even get like my phone number or something. I forgot what I put. But still, yeah. Free fucking feedback whenever you want for like the next 10 streams. God damn. But yeah, someone could have finally used the Sugar Daddy tier. That would have been sick. But yeah, still, well, you just made my whole day. God damn. I'm so honored. Thank you. But yeah, what I was saying about the filtering, there's just something about the way you did the vintage filtering that it feels a little more like muddy than it should be, and that's like taking away from the aesthetic a little bit. Maybe it's because I just generally, when I do this, I prefer hearing it like filtered in the low end too, so it's kind of like this, I don't know, really, because this is still like really muddy in the low end. So maybe either give it a little more high, it just feels like imbalanced, I guess. Like there's not enough high end for the amount of like muddy low end. So maybe like bring the filter off just a tiny bit, or put like a dip between like 100 and 200 to just kind of give it a little more breathing room, I guess, in the low end. Yeah, no, I wish I could just give people tiers. I looked at this the other day, and then I'm gonna stop interrupting this. Patreon doesn't let you give people like free access to your Patreon. Like, don't ask why I know this. It's not the reason you think, but on OnlyFans, they let you give people like discount codes and like free access to your OnlyFans. And so I wish they'd let that happen on Patreon, because I was like, oh, for remix contests, I could like give people free access to my Patreon as like a prize, or like in this case, give Zan the Sugar Daddy tier. Don't ask why I know, but it's not the fucked up weird reasons you guys are thinking. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Guys, I don't watch OnlyFans. That's not why I know this. I know that's what you're all thinking. Or you're thinking, I don't know. At one point, I thought about doing production stuff on OnlyFans. I thought it would be funny. Anyways, you can always pay for the Patreon for yourself. Yeah, but then Patreon takes a cut. So I'd be paying Patreon basically like if I paid myself like for the Sugar Daddy tier for 100, Patreon would get like, I don't know, $10 or something like that. It's annoying. There's other things I can use other than Patreon too, but I feel like everybody knows Patreons and trusts Patreons. There's like better services out there. Even OnlyFans, weirdly enough. Yeah, I know, right, Radon? They get like 10% or like 15%. And I'm pretty sure I pay them to be able to have a Patreon. Oh, no, you can pay a monthly subscription and then they'll take less of a cut. But it's like, you're still taking a cut. Okay, so anyways, back to the song. Okay, so here's I think this is the real issue here. Are you just filtering everything on your master? like all in as one group. Oh, who am I most excited to see at Sudden Death Festival? Oh, the easy. Automate US debut. I fucking love Automate, and fucking it's the US debut. I mean, first time Automate. I've seen so many artists like US debuts, and it's just always so fun. It's always a sick moment, and it's fucking Automate. Second most excited though is definitely Ulasile back-to-back Phonon. I saw them both individually at the Halcyon showcase in LA, and Phonon definitely hands down one of the most amazing DJs I've ever seen live, like actually talented as a DJ and just a performer in general. And Ulasile sang on the mic, was like singing his songs, and it was fucking just amazing. So both of them back to backing is going to be amazing. And then also fucking Sudden Death back to back Murata. And then also Eptic back to back Spaces. I'm not a big fan of back to backs because usually when I go to see an artist, I want to see like them and like what they want to present instead of like a back to back. It's more of just like friends having fun. They're not like creating a story or like putting that much time into a set together like that in the same way. So usually I'm not that excited for back-to-backs, but these back-to-backs are gonna be crazy. And then also the fucking, okay, I'm checking my DMs. I don't see it. Oh. Yeah, definitely. You donated $99. Dude, let me know if you go, Beanie God. But anyways, fucking okay, back to the goddamn song that I'm feedbacking. Did you put a filter on the master? Yeah, you're filtering literally everything. Okay, so you filter things individually. So like kick and snare, maybe filter a little less. Let a little more of the high-end transients of those come in. And then like the high end, maybe filter a little less and then filter out the low end. Like just different elements filter in different ways, so there's a little more contrast and dynamic range in your song because you're filtering everything and it's all going into the same filter. Filters have a certain amount of saturation built into them, like for the most part, most filters do. And so if you're filtering everything and everything's getting pushed together into the same filter, it's going to add some gross distortion and it's going to just make things a little muddier. So I would go through the different elements and filter each element the way you want, and then you'll kind of have a little more, I don't know what the word would be, but I don't know. It's like, no, I was going to do a stupid analogy, but I think you get the point. Yeah, free Q is going in order. Zan donated. What'd you think of the Moog VIP, Ted? Also, hello, Strix. Other than that, I like the arrangement, I like the melodies. I do think this lead right here needs more like mid-range content. It's kind of all in the sides right now. Maybe what you could do is make a layer of this where you only have like a bandpass filter around like an area of the upper mids or high end, and you layer it with this and have it mono. Then you'd have a really nice sort of fullness in harmonics and stereo. Like this, for this section, like you have this like Zen little symbol that comes in. I wouldn't even filter that. Or I let out a lot more of the high end. And like this is kind of goes more back to what I'm talking about, like filter the individual elements. Because then you can control that. Like, because everything, since it's all being cut at the same point, there's none of that like ear candy and depth that like tickles your brain, you know? Because it's all just kind of feels static because it's all getting cut at the exact same point. I'm bopping my head even with this nose. Dude, I need to do another try not to headbang challenge because I can't, like, it's so hard for me not to dance to things. I really like this part of the song though. I feel like I'm in like a yoga class. Oh yeah, you can DM it to me. Yeah, that's fine, Beanie. We'll do one from the free queue, and then we'll get to Beanie. And then we'll do a free queue again, and then we'll do Zan's second feedback, because, you know, Zan donated $100. Ooh, nice transit. Okay, you know what's kind of pissing me off about how you filtered all this? I actually really like all the sounds I'm hearing in the arrangement, and I really want to hear more of it. But because it's all filtered, I feel like I can't fully enjoy everything you put together. Like, the vintage feel is I don't know. Personally, I prefer when it's used as more of like a gimmick for certain sections rather than the entire song. But like, I also get like you kind of, I don't know, the themes and aesthetic for your music, like you have different intentions than me. So like the whole thing being filtered is a thing, but yeah, I just want to keep reiterating, filter the elements individually so you can have a little more control on like what parts and what characteristics of each element you allow in, because I think you should have some more range. Oh, Vitalize. Wait, before it's too late, because I forgot to write it down. You should clip when, in the beginning, when Zan gave me $100. I was like just talking, and then just it happened, and I was just like, what? Loading. Wow. I'm honored to hear that I give $100. My feedback is worth $100. That's insane. Oh yeah, I got you, Zan. I guess it's literally worth $100 based on what Zan just paid. This is sick. I love the sirens in the background. I love the new bass line. This melody is captivating. Yeah, you really just need to unfilter some of this because it's pretty dope. I think you could use a new hat or percussion loop added at this point. Feels like not enough variation in the drums because everything is so repetitive. Man, that's sick. Like, I really don't realize how much these feedback streams help you guys, I guess, because it's fucking, I don't know. You guys are awesome. I'm so glad they're helpful. But yeah, because the melody and the bass line is so repetitive, you have to add ear candy and variation and progression in other ways. So in this case, I'd say the best bet is the drums. I'm doing great, mannequin. Fucking, I'm rich now. We got some nice change up, but yeah, I think some like open and like playing with some like open and closed hats and cymbals, like going back and forth, could just open things up a little bit better, like a boom. Or okay, I'm not a beatboxer, so I can't make the sound, but like I don't know, I feel like some like open hats and closed hats going back and forth and stuff like that could spice this up. What up, ZF Patron? Welcome. We're getting down and zen with Zan. Getting zen with Zan. I actually really like this siren sample. If you could send me this siren sample, that would be amazing, because I always am looking for good siren samples and I have a hard time finding ones that I really like. And this one's like perfect. This is great. You really need to unfilter this. I'm sorry, like the 90s aesthetic is cool and all, but like this section, oh, I want it to be nice and clean. Like this is just some chill house I'd listen to when it's like raining outside and I want to study, you know? I mean, it's synthwave, but like this section's kind of more housey. Okay, Radon, you need to chill. What? Here, real quick, I need to grab an ibuprofen. My jaw's hurting. And then we'll get to the next, we'll get to Mr. Quang. He said, hi, mommy. Okay, Radon. What is happening? None of us are your mommy. No mommying in here. Yeah, wait, where is the equalizer? That's a good point. I knew something was missing. There we go. All is well and normal. ZF Patron. Is this true? Alright, Mr. Quang. We're getting to Mr. Quang, then we're getting to Beanie. Let me find where I put the dang cue. Oh, it's over here. Here, I need to bring these tabs over here. Maybe I can use this $100 I received today for counseling to help with my tabs hoarding issue. Alright, Mr. Quang. I did see Mr. Quang submitted twice. So let me see if it, like, maybe they sent the wrong link. Excuse me. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, did they just submit twice? By accident? What? Let me see, 1 second. It is literally this. Okay. Well, they said ignore the end. I'll make more and layer rest later, but I just want to see if you like the hyperpop idea or not, and if you're okay with the time signature. All right, let's hear it. Okay, a little bit of a harsh sound. I would filter it a little bit. I think it would actually sound better filtered, and then maybe put, if you have something like texture, which is a sick plugin that's like kind of like Ableton Live's Erosion, except you can put whatever sample you want in it to kind of overlay. Anyways, just like some vinyl pops or something over this section would be dope too. But yeah, just I think if you it's obviously already filtered, but if you filter it just a little more, I think it'll eradicate some of that harshness. Okay, this is really harsh. Also, personally, I would bring the attack a little higher on this, or a little, what would be the right way to say it? Like, make the attack not as punchy, I guess, would be how to say that, of this sound. Because it's kind of like got a clicky attack. Well, no, I said the right word, because that's literally what I want it to be. But yeah, you're also right. Yeah, bright. Quang dale dingle. No, I know what you mean. A lot of harshness though. These are like really resonant leads and stuff, so just make sure you're controlling the harshness. This is weird, but I like it. I don't know. There's some cool parts about this. Hey, thank you, Dark Mage. I will add you to the queue as well. Anyways, so I don't know. It's got like a sort of chaotic arrangement going on here. I gotta re-listen. Like, this part gets a little like messy. I don't know if it's too messy, but there's just a lot of different things happening for a second. and I like lose focus on like what the main element I'm supposed to be focusing on is, and then we get to this part, and then you bring us the focus back, so then I'm like, okay, it's chill now. But then we get up to here in the build. First thing is it's too dry. Like in the beginning, the dryness is like cute, you know, and it catches your attention. But then it's like too dry here. There's no effects or anything in the background. But then here we start getting like new, like a chord progression introduced almost, but it kind of just feels so sudden. And it also gets just like, there's a lot of things happening again. Oh yeah, so here your drums are overly distorted. They have no like girth or punch. I love the bass line and the melody. They work great. They feel great. They sound great. The only problem with those is that there's a noticeable difference between like how in your face everything is before the drop, and then the drop hits and everything's a bit more filtered and more mellow and chill feeling. So that makes it feel a little weird. But yeah, you really need to fix the drums. Okay, then also the melody just kind of went downhill. It started off good. Okay, now I'm starting to realize the bass line isn't working with the melody very well. Okay, things are getting a little out of hand here. I don't know what's happening anymore, if I'm being honest. The melody, it's kind of, this melody equates to like a run-on sentence, you know? There was like a part of the sentence that was good, made sense, got to the point, I was feeling it, and then it just starts to mumble and wander a little down a fucking, okay, this analogy's I'm losing it, but yeah, it's like a run-on sentence. It doesn't, I don't know, you need to tighten up the melody a little more, and there's just like these moments where it doesn't make as much sense, and it kind of takes you out of the feeling, and then the bass line is like doing its own thing, which works in the beginning, but then like those parts where I'm talking about where things just kind of get ahead of themselves or fall out of line, like then the bass line isn't fully grooving with that in terms of the melody and harmonics. See, and right after that part, it starts to get weird again. Illicit, hell yeah, loves me some Square 4 wavetable. Stoked to hear it. The other thing about this is, or not the other thing, just something I want to point out though. All the sounds and everything sound cool, like the drum fills, not the drums, but the drum fills sound good. They all sound like elements that are part of a good hyperpop tune, but just the way they're currently being used and combined is like a little too wacky, you know? Okay, so I like the bells, and I like this sort of like hard dance feeling bass. I like the melody it's playing, but then there's this other lead that's like, sounds like a ghost or something. It's going like, and it's just kind of all over the place, and it's really clashing with the main melody. And also, Radon, drink some water. What is happening? I'm assuming that's intentional because I don't know what just happened there. That got like really dissonant and out of key. I know what you're going for, but this outro feels like pointless. Like no intent. Like I don't know. The end here, even if it's intentional, the way maybe it's because of everything that came before it, but it just feels so random. It doesn't feel like it doesn't have like the intention those moments usually have in like hyperpop and stuff, where things just get like super glitchy and broken, or like things get weird. It's like after, like, I guess things were so weird for so long that now this just feels weirder, if that makes sense. Feeling nauseous a bit, but not much. It's feeling like my mind is skipping, like I'm waking up after What the fuck, Radon? What up, EvilNet? Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, yeah, that was a bunch of feedback there, Mr. Quang. You have good elements and you have good moments in this song. You just kind of gotta rein in the bad parts and figure those out. Anyways, next we got Beanie God with, let's see, what is this called? Sadly. All right. Thank you, Illicit. I will add you to the queue. All right. Sadly. Let's get it. Oh, is this Hyperpop too?
It's me. Just wanted to call and see how you're doing.
Okay, it's the fucking answering machine intro. That is like one of the most generic things ever. That being said, I love it every time. I love it every goddamn time. It doesn't matter how many fucking times I hear someone recording themselves pretending like it's an answering machine. I will never get tired of it.
Just wanted to say, fuck you.
Wait.
Hey.
Wait, I thought this was... I thought this was gonna be like a cute little love song, like wholesome moment, and then you're just like, hey, fuck you.
It's me. Just wanted to call and see how you're doing. Just wanted to say, fuck you.
That's fucking hilarious.
Fuck you.
You've been lost in my head for 17 years. I've been stuck on the words that you disappear.
Is this you singing?
I don't wanna go back to anything there. I just wanted you here, but now you're here. I'm just gone in a place. I don't wanna stay here.
Dude. Oh my god, you've gotten so much better. That's really good. The way you processed that, the way you layered it, oh my god, yeah, that sounds professional as fuck, dude. Except it's extremely funny calling a hyperpop tune professional. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just like hyperpop is so like anti-professional, I guess, you know?
I don't wanna stay here. I don't wanna be the pawn that I never got below. I just want something better, but you disappear. I just wanted it.
The one thing about this section though is, I don't know, the drums feel kind of naked because there's no like bass. But then obviously you're kind of going for the emotional piano moment. So maybe having the bass is weird. But then also kind of having the drums here is weird, but you also need something for progression. So I don't know what you would add, but the drums feel a little awkward for this part because they're not really... It just feels like a half-finished drum loop because it's just the kick and snare. And so there's not enough groove, so it just makes your brain a little like, what is the point of the drums being here right now? They just feel like it's kind of forced. There we go. This sounds better with the because you added more stuff. So maybe what you can do actually is, instead of just, because now I get it, you're like adding progression to introduce the drums the next section. So maybe filter in the drums or put like some weird broken glitchy reverb or something on top of the drums, so they're not just completely dry and out there, and there feels like more intention. You can like slowly automate them in, and then it'll kind of glue in with everything else a little bit better and not confuse my brain.
You say sadly, I don't wanna be that guy who's gonna get trashed badly. I don't wanna be the guy.
I appreciate it, Illicit. Seriously, all of you guys, like, literally helping me slowly but surely start making a living off of music, which is obviously all of our dreams. And I'm glad I can help you guys, and hopefully I can make your money worth it, you know?
He's gonna say all the things that you ain't mad at me.
Let's hear it, Radon.
Well, I'm done with everything that you are talking about. All these words that you left in me are all of that. They're all in my heart, and I'm stuck with all these emotions that leave me. I'm living every day, wanting on my couch.
Okay, so here we have it again. There's like,
But you never
there's no bass. Yeah, I think you need a bass line here, maybe. I think it's missing a bass line. I think if there's a bass line, it would work a lot better for this section. Also, I feel like I want like more of a transition before the next phrase. You kind of just like that phrase, or I mean like in terms of like, or not phrase, verse, before the next verse, because that verse just kind of ends, and then immediately the next second, the next verse starts. And I feel like the verse before this verse,
with all these emotions that leave me. I'm living every day.
emotions that leave, like that, I don't know, this is like a heartfelt sad moment, and I feel like you should highlight that and let it breathe for a second before getting into the next, or at least, I don't know, add some sort of effects in the background that kind of makes that like a crescendo moment before going into the next one.
Wanting on my couch, trying to carry out everything that you were about. But I was the best, but you never said the same.
Yeah, I don't know if you need that.
Things that you always said. Fucked up bad, I just left with all my memories. Got you in my head, and everything was all said to me, and I'm gone. Yeah, I'm all broken, and I'm all gone. I can never be the one that will go. I'm gone, I don't wanna feel like your shit. I'm gone, I don't.
Yeah, here's the other thing. It's like, it's the same sort of problem I get. Maybe you're not creating enough of a change between each verse. Like maybe you're keeping the beat kind of too samey. You're just adding in drums, taking out drums, adding in one other pad, taking it like, and I think for a song like this with lyrics like this, maybe you want to focus on sculpting the beat to really match the vibe of each individual verse and really complement even individual lyrics, because it's like you go from this verse to this verse. See, you see how it just goes so quick? It's like, I'll never be the one that, and I'm about to like, I'm feeling it, and then all of a sudden it just, there's like a hat, and then it's like, no, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Hopefully this feedback's making sense. No, yeah, you're my sugar daddy. Or sugar mommy. See, here we go. This is a good, you're like letting it, you let it kind of break down and let us really take in the lyrics we just heard. That's what I feel like should happen a couple more times in this song. Maybe not a full breakdown, but just like letting that last like moment last for a second, you know? Also, I like this artwork, Radon. Yes. This part works. Except for right here, I think the vocals need to be a little more saturated. Oh shit. Raid off. Cymbals don't fit. I think maybe some more glitches for this section. And the glitches, you glitch the vocals and the cymbals at the same, like in the same way. So like have a like if whether you put it on your master or group them up. But yeah, I think it'll glue the cymbals and the vocals together more if you have them both glitching in similar ways. But I like the cymbals. I just think, yeah, they need to, the vocals and the cymbals aren't glued together enough. And there's different ways you could do that. It doesn't have to be glitching. That's a good point. Although I think they do actually in Raid On. Let's go. So it did start to grow on me how quickly this verse and this verse switch. So I don't know. You might not need to mess with that. But what I said earlier, I forgot where it was, but I think that part needed to be extended. So what I mean by saturated is literally putting a saturator on and turning it up, turning the drive up. So basically, whenever I'm saying something needs to be saturated, it means it feels a little too thin and a little too quiet. It needs to be more rich with harmonics and a little bit louder. Easiest way to do that is saturation. At least with the way I produce, I pretty much, instead of turning the volume up, I use a saturator for the most part. Sometimes I do just turn the volume up. Actually, I should turn the volume up less and just use saturator more. But saturation helps make things louder by literally turning them up, but then also adding subtle distortion, which adds more harmonics to a sound, which gives it more presence. So yeah, and I have a really good saturation preset I always use all the time. Hell yeah, Joe, you should definitely be saturating. It's like saturation and compression and EQ are probably the three most important tools for mixing and for making a professional sounding mix. Anyways, fucking sick, Beanie God. It's awesome to see you improving so much. Vocals sounded professional as fuck. I think you just need to work on the arrangement and the beat a little bit. All right, we will go back to the free queue with Hickam Lasto, and then we will get to Zan, and then we got a lot of donors, so we're just going to keep going back and forth till we get through all the donors. Okay, do I like vodka? Not really. It's one of the better liquors, but I don't know. In terms of actually enjoying what I'm drinking, I mainly just enjoy whiskey and quality beer, like craft beers or ciders. But yeah, vodka's like a nice, just like, you want to get fucked up, you need a mixed drink, yeah, drink vodka. Fuck tequila and rum, dude. Anyways, yeah, I'll show the queue in a second. Your song is up after this song, Zan. I can always message you, Illicit, when you're up. But yes, here is the queue. So we'll go Hickam Lasto. Oh wait, okay, so Hickam Lasto, and then Zan, and then Tenixity, and then Dark Mage, and then Internal Error, and then Illicit. Those are the next ones. Alright. Hopefully I didn't miss anything in chat. Let's fucking keep this shit going. We got a lot to get through. Where's Hickam Lasto? There we go. Dude, it's so weird because Hickam Lasto is Hickam Lasto in the YouTube chat, but then Strobeatic in Discord, but then Kritoal on SoundCloud. Pick just one name, goddammit. That's true. I don't usually drink good liquor other than whiskey, but I don't know. Whiskey I can enjoy even when it's cheap for the most part, as long as it isn't some weird shit like apple whiskey. Whiskey with like sugary new flavors added to it is fucked. Like Fireball. Don't drink Fireball. It's gross. It's only fun when you're in high school, and so you're literally down for any sort of alcohol at all. I can understand enjoying rum. Rum doesn't sit well with me. It is the roasting stream right on, to be fair. 151's good when it's mixed. Rum is a good mixed drink, okay? I'll give it that. Rum is a good mixed drink. Just drinking it on its own is fucked. It sounds like you need some mid-range with your melody. It's like kind of just mostly high-end, and then you got the drums, and you got like some low-end pad or Reese or something. Yeah, Reese. So it's like Reese, and then you got your lead, and then in here you can hear all the percussion, but other than that, it's kind of hollow. Because your Reese isn't really filling up much of the low mids. It's kind of pretty filtered. Yeah, roasting alcoholic beverages. I like this build.
Who's afraid of a little fighting?
Okay, cool, but that was so completely different of a vibe and a rhythm and groove than everything before it. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, well, Huke does it and everybody likes Huke. Well, personally, that's one thing I don't like about Huke. Sometimes, I don't know, he's gotten better about it, but he used to do that more often. And at least the one way he gets away with it is he like completely fades it all out.
Afraid of a little fighting.
Oh no, Crutola did it. I don't know. It still just caught me off guard, but I don't know. It's more of a subjective thing. I don't know. I guess maybe it's because of how fleshed out this was. Because usually Huke still keeps it really minimal. It's like a wonky, stupid little melody and like some effects, and then it fades out. Whereas like this was like some level of a composition. I don't know, but it's more subjective than anything.
A little fighting.
Oh, that might be some, yeah, make the tracks 2 decibels quieter. Yeah, Radon's actually right. I think, yeah, kind of just introduce the drop a little bit. I think that's all that you need. What, is it not Huke? Am I saying it wrong?
Afraid of a little fighting.
It's also like a lot brighter beforehand. And I think it's just like this rhythm is so much faster. Like this is so... Okay, you know what? I'm completely wrong. Because you do have the percussion in there that's actually setting that vibe. I guess it just threw me off. It's all... I'm trying to analyze why I got thrown off. I think I just got thrown off for no real reason. I don't know, it does feel like a little too fast though. Like I feel like I want more breaks. Maybe you need like one more layer, like one really mono sort of mid-range or upper mid like sort of layer being layered on whatever the main bass line is. Because what Radon is saying, I can't tell if this is muddy or not. I kind of get that. And it's not necessarily muddy. I just think there's not enough of like a range in harmonics going on. And so it makes things feel really centered in the like lower mid range. Other than all the things happening in the stereo. Actually, I don't know, dude. Why is this track really? This track's like completely throwing off my ears. Okay, so here's what's maybe happening. I think all the things in the background, you have these really cool effects and you have these like sort of melodic, almost pad things happening. I think maybe they're too loud or your layers on top of the sub aren't loud enough. And so I think that's what's making things feel a little muddy and feel like a little too much is going on or like things are happening too fast because everything's kind of, all these effects and different things are kind of all in front in a way. It does sound like a splitter track slowed down. It's like a splitter track, but the mix sounds actually clean. And there's not like a gajillion saxophones playing at the same time. I love splitter though. How do I look? There's videos of me. I just got tired of having a baby face. I would look younger without it. I've lived so much of my adult life without a beard. And even though I don't have a full beard yet, I'm just cherishing the few little goat pubes that I have. So I'm just like, I keep the beard. Thanks, y'all. I'm glad I look cute. All right, Zan, you are up. Let me see what you sent. Okay, didn't mean for caps, my bad. All right. Hopefully that feedback was some amount of helpful, Kritol, because I don't know. I liked it, but I was also really thrown off by parts of it. Qbik. Base reveal at 10k subs? No. No. Or, well, eye reveal. You see, my face is right here. But eye reveal will be for my first tour. So, if you guys get me big enough to where I can go on tour, then you'll get an eye reveal. Because it'll be the Qbik eye reveal tour. So stupid. Oh my fucking god. You're a mod, goddammit. Shut, mannequin, keep that to yourself. It's written in Minecraft enchantment table. Yup. This is nice, but extremely quiet. So the kick and clap need more saturation. The clap is insanely quiet and small. The kick is just a little bit too dainty. It almost sounds like you high-passed the kick. Oh, really? Did I turn my voice up? Here, I'm in. This is a vibe. I like this. There's definitely a drum. It's a snare. Or it's like a rim shot. This actually works great. That was a good transition. Okay, so the sub is starting to sound like maybe a little detuned or out of key. And then it kind of has a nasty frequency. It has one of these frequencies. Let me... I wish there was like a portable Ableton EQ that I could just pull up for you guys to see. Oh, here we go. So, using a fucking waves. Anyways, you see where 3 is at? Just imagine that that's like this line. Imagine that this line is 100. And so you have one of those nasty bass frequencies that pops up like around here, where it's really loud and it's like one of the fundamental harmonics of the bass. But it never sounds that great to me. And your sub right here, it feels like it only is that. It doesn't have like any of like the sub frequencies that would accompany that. So I would just maybe, I don't know, add some harmonics to your bass, maybe tone down that one frequency a little bit, or even add like another layer, you know, or like a Reese or something. Other than that, I really like this. Plus 50 dB overdrive on the drums. No, I think it would be between like 100 and 120. I talk, bro. You're falling asleep because you're drunk. I do talk slow though. Like I would probably be more popular on YouTube if I was like way more of like a ADHD. Well, I am ADHD, but like if I talked faster. Because my intros and my videos are like 5 minutes. The vocal's a bit weird, but I guess it works. No, it's all good right now. Excuse me. See, that's what I figure. I figure I will attract the people who appreciate kind of long form, chiller content. So that's why I just don't give a fuck about it. And hopefully I'll still get big on YouTube one day. Okay, this part's getting a little wacky. Okay, I love this part, the part that it just transitioned into, but the kind of long transition into this part didn't quite work for me. Kind of just like everything got really busy, and then all of a sudden none of that was there, and it like changed. It wasn't the smooth sort of transition that happened over in this area. So I'd maybe like take an element or two out, and then slowly start like filtering things out, maybe. Or yeah, just start filtering elements out. So they slowly one by one leave, and then do a little like transition. I mean, yeah, Radon, it's being blunt is a double-edged sword. There's a lot of situations where it's really good to be blunt, and then there's other situations where it's not good to be blunt. And I think something you got to work on is, now I'm just giving feedback on people. But yeah, I think I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's just like, I don't know. I think sometimes you're just like too blunt or too honest. when it's like not the right time. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking be like, I don't know. Anyways, let's finish this. To be blunt, it's just like being really honest, or like saying exactly what you think with like no filter, like just directly to people. And like one of the hard things about like socializing, which I have trouble too in other ways, is just like knowing when to be blunt, because you can hurt people's feelings. Hey, what's good, ZZ3? Okay, so the rim shot was quiet, but it was alright in this section. But then when these new sounds come in, the like granular stuff, the rim shot gets really lost. So in general, I just make the rim shot louder and maybe sidechain it slightly as well. Do you have any advice, Tripex? Blant is weed in Polish? That's sick. Or make it more stereo. Yeah, that's actually another good... Yes. Yeah, it's true, Ted. Yeah. Zan's music, I appreciate it because Zan is so chaotic, but her music is actually usually like pretty chill and just like a nice little journey, you know? Even when it's weird as fuck, it's just like a nice little thing to just experience, you know? Definitely get a follow, especially after a fucking $100 donation. But yeah, today's submissions I really enjoyed for the most part, Zan. So nice fucking job. All right, next we got Tenixity, and then we'll get to Dark Mage. Oops, what did I just do? There we go. All right, Tenixity. Let me get your submission. Oh yeah, you sent a different one on DMs, right? Oh fuck, I did it in the wrong... Ah, my damn tabs. Here. There we go. How does one become a mod? Okay, well first off, the mod in the chat is pretty much... I don't know what... Like, none of you guys are bad, so there's nothing to moderate. And then, oh, hell yeah, what up, Mars? And then also, there's no... Well, I might as well make you a mod, because you're already actually a mod. There we go. But, yeah, I don't know what the fuck the moderation is for on here, because none of you guys do anything that's worth moderating, so... Okay, very harsh, but I also have the volume loud. So just like the noise is a bit sizzly, and then the sample, and then the vocal. I don't know, each element just has like one harsh frequency that needs to be bopped down a little bit. I think the noise is a bit too loud for that section. I think you should let the vocals be more of the focus. Okay. I don't know. The grime vocals pitched all the way down is a funny vibe in terms of it. I don't know. It's like scary fever dream nightmare UK grime. but at the same time, when you're using it as like this like break in the middle of the drop, it's a little bit weird because it's just like incoherent, like low end mumbling. But I don't think it's as effective as a break as it usually would be when it's not pitched all the way down. The other thing is cool sound design, but extremely high end focused and harsh. So I would make it a bit less harsh, and it might need a mid-range layer, like a mid-range tonal layer with it. I don't know, or like just filter it a bit or something. Hey, what up, Zebra? Welcome. But yeah, other than that, fun flow. I like it. I think your main issue this whole track is mainly just harshness. Get rid of the harshness, and I think it'll mostly be dope. We got Zebra. Do I have any coins on me? I don't think so. Why? How is that a UK type beat? Is it? I don't think so. It's got like the UK sub bounce. That's about it. I don't think it's too loud. No, I like how loud it is. It's just a little harsh. All right, we are going to Dark Mage. You DM'd me, right, Dark Mage? I submitted, but oh no, wait, no, that's a different one. Okay, so are we just gonna use your free queue and your donor queue right now? Yeah, we'll just do that, and then we'll knock one out of the queue while we're at it. Sick. So here, I'll delete you from the free queue and from the donor queue. You've been deleted. Get deleted. All right, Behemoth.
Deletus.
Okay, can we just take a second to admire how freaking fine Danny is looking right now? God. Okay, wait, why isn't it blowing up? Usually the images blow up. Whatever. Anyways. I love this tom fill. I don't really have much feedback for this one, other than I think the first one. Yeah, it gets a bit muddy and more like damp than the fake out for this one. That one's a little bit better, but yeah, it's just a bit muddy in the low side. And it just kind of feels more like a wall of... It's closer to a wall of noise than individually defined, like, bass stabs. That's the other thing. But I think the second half works a lot better. There is a sustain in my right ear that gets like a little too harsh. Let let me read. Oh, Tom Phil's a Cymax Tom Phil. Well, I guess secret's out, guys. I sometimes enjoy cymatic samples. Don't cancel me now. How could I? Anyways, yeah, sick. I like that. I know, ZF Patron, I've let you all down. It's really fucked up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't enjoy cymatic samples. My brain's always telling me no. But then, you know, you hear that Tom Phil, and you're just like, that is hot. That is genuinely sexually attractive. That sample from cymatics. Anyways, I don't find cymatics sexually attractive. Nobody clip that. Who is next? Oh yeah, no, we got another one from Dark Mage. Let's go. One. Okay. Shit'em. Shit'em? Let's hear it. What was that vibrato on my voice? I don't know. Did it have... Oh, it feels like it's lacking a bit of mid-energy. The last one? That's because of what I said here. For these two? Oh wait, no, for this one. This one specifically is missing that mid-range presence because it's mostly like it's closer to a wall of noise. Actually, wait. Let me listen one more time. Oh, you know what it is? It's the sub. Your sub might be like too distorted. It's not it needs to be a clean, more like harmonically rich in all parts. I don't know. It's like, yeah, you need that, like, I'd filter up everything to like, I don't know, 150 or 200, like high pass everything, and then bring in a nice, clean, gritty sub in there. It's like punchy and fills in that mono mid-range a little bit. Yeah, because also it sounds fully sustained, so maybe it might be better to follow the womp 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 womp. Yeah, that's not always the best way to do that. Sometimes that works, but I think in this case, you got to get in there and high pass the things that needs to be high pass and like really make sure that that sub is sitting in there with everything nice. So good call, Ted. I would have missed that. Shit, This is probably one of the best deep fried memes I've ever seen. Nice. What? How is this better than the entire Loompa Sket EP? Listen to how wet that fart is. Mwah. That is so disgusting in both ways. In both ways. Oh, what? Is there SoundCloud hotkeys? I think I just accidentally clicked it. I clicked a number and it made a fucking... It skipped. Okay, I'll check in a second. amazing. Yeah. Oh no, did you really put the fucking, oh my god, I just forgot what it's called. Oh no, what's the Synaptic plugin? Oh, did you really put pitch map on all of this? Just a resonator? Oh, Z-Plane Retune. Shit, Matt, let's go. Okay, why does the high pitch fart when it's being Z-Plane retuned sound like just a saw wave? What the fuck? This is so stupid, and it's so good. The fucking color-based farts have like a certain type of wetness that just, oh god. Halcyon material? Well, thank you for blessing us with this masterpiece. Yeah, I don't know where to go in life after that. That just changed everything. Who knew? Who knew that music could be that good and that wet? Froggy Dubs. Wait, Froggy Dubs gets a follow for that. Genuinely goated. Oh, I've reached my max followers. God damn it. Genuinely goated shitpost tune, though. Totally adults listening to adult music. Definitely not fucking children. Oh yeah, wait, yeah, let me check the clip right on. See what you're talking about. It's really fucked up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't enjoy cymatic samples. My brain's always telling me no. It's really fucked up. I think I hit that note perfectly. That was beautiful. You should YouTube to MP3 that and put real auto-tune on it. And real vibrato. Damn, Jasper. I'm sorry. I want to learn how to sing. That would be cool. Jasper, what time is the best time for me to release the form? Because I'm trying to do the form release at different times so that different people can get a chance to have the free. Hey, Rain, you exist. Wait, I gotta re-listen. Sorry. I'm assuming DMB. Okay, very like atmospheric. I feel like things feel slightly too crunchy, just in general in this mix. Like your snare's kind of getting like hidden because of the crunchiness. It's like the crunchiness is up front, and then the snare and all the other content are kind of pushed back. Like, tell me what time PST before 6 p.m. PST works best for you. Yeah, dude, crunchy. Like, I feel like if I took a bite of this mix down right now, you'd get like a, you know? I can't believe I did that. Oh my god, I bit through the can. This is a weak-ass can. What the fuck? Anyways, hopefully I don't have, like, fucking lead poisoning now because I bit through that. That doesn't even make sense, but whatever. That's a good question, Radon. I don't know. Okay, so this whole entire song feels like it's lacking like a main element. It's like the whole song is made out of layers for element, or yeah, it's like the whole song's just layers. Like this feels like the most filled out part, you know? You got a pad, you got effects, you got this other thing on top of the pad. You got like all these atmospheres going on. Then you get over here. Or you get right here. And it's like there's a Reese, but the main part of the Reese coming out is just the crunch, not really the fundamental harmonics. And then it's like the build gets a bit empty. Like it's missing like a snare build or some other drum build or something. Like it doesn't give me that. Like you have the moment where, you know, the Reese before the pre-drop moment, you know, but that is only cool when everything before it's been super hype. And so then you have this Reese that comes down, it's like, wham, 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 and everyone's like, holy shit, it's about to happen. But you didn't really have that. It's just kind of like an empty build, and then randomly, and then, well, not randomly, but then the Reese comes, and it's not very like, it's not very huge. It's kind of quieter, and it's pretty dry. And then you have this part, which I like the flow. I like that like initial womp, but it feels like it's lacking some sort of like tonal layer. And also there's that part right here, the silence. I don't know. I feel like when drum and bass artists do like where they have like a bar of silence or like a beat or a measure of silence for a second, it's really hit or miss, and it really depends on like what sorts of atmospheres they've built before and during that part. And I just feel like you didn't, I don't know, just like everything, all the substance in this track doesn't like allow for that to be as like dope of a moment as it could. It more sounds like it's just like a whip and you forgot to fill that part in. But personally, I don't really know how to make that sound good either, because I've tried that before and I've had the same issue where it just didn't work the same as like people like Noisia make it sound. So I don't know what that like the key to making those moments really work is. The definition of crunch is, how are you guys not understanding what I mean by that? Like this to me is like so obviously crunchy. It's like, I don't really know how to describe it to you. It's like, it's just like a style of distortion. It's like when you distort stuff so much that it just becomes like crunchy. I thought this was like a universal term that everybody used. Anyways. Oh, in your opinion, drum bass like this always feels like it would be better as oh, well, this is, yeah, it's like tear out influence drum and bass. cryo bass, exactly. Like right there. You have it quiet for a second. Like put like a impact or some sort of like drone in the background or something. It just gets like too quiet and too dry. In general, this drop feels a little too dry. Like, it's just, the build and this section are just really lacking the energy. Like, I hear cool sounds happening, and I hear drums in a flow happening, but my body isn't like, it's not receptive in a way where it makes me want to like jump up and start going hard. It's just kind of like, okay, yeah, this is happening. It's lacking that substance that like gets me like, oh, this is sick. I'm fucking feeling it, you know? And I think a big part of that is how dry the drop is, and then it's lacking like some sort of more tonal element. Oh, the difference between noisy distortion and crunch is that crunch is like clean and defined. It's like a defined element in the mix, whereas noisy distortion is just it's just noise, you know? It's just like raspy, just whereas crunch is like, it's like a growl, like a really distorted growl that's distorted in a way where it's like guttural, and you can feel each individual like harmonic or like frame of the wavetable sort of thing. Does that make sense? It's like by the price. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so this right here is the most substantive and coolest part of the whole song that actually captures my attention in a meaningful way. It's right here. This is sick. The sub is dope. I can fuck with the clap, although it's a bit thin. You're building a nice atmosphere, except for this new texture that came in that's causing it to feel like a bad sort of crunchy. Or, okay, I'm going to stop saying crunchy because this isn't quite crunchy, but do you hear that thing that came in the background? It's like a rumble, and it's like clashing with the drums and making the drums feel like they're clipping, even though they're not. It sound. Oh, you can hear it more. What is that? Remove that. It's like vocoded, distorted noise. I think your snare just needs to be louder for here. Okay, that's a bit better. You need more risers in the build, but that worked better. Because of that fill was dope. And then you have this other crunchy sound that keeps coming in right there. Or it's like more like. Either way, it's got like this kind of gross, muddy crunch in the right ear that just kind of takes me out of this like dark, smooth sort of atmosphere you have going on. Oh, hell yeah, I'll check that next, Dark Mage. I think the main issue here, internal error, is that you have dubstep brain, okay? And dubstep brain is an issue when it comes to making drum and bass. And this is what drum and bass people hate about when dubstep artists make drum and bass. Now, you're not as bad as like some of them, you know, or most of them. But I can tell it's happening with how you're processing some of these things, like these overly crunchy Reeses, and like I don't know, some of this feels a little too robotic and a little over like processed. And I have the same issue. It's like hard to get out of that mindset when you're making drum and bass, but it's just like so important to get out of that mindset. If you want to make good drum and bass, you have to find like a balance of like inject the drum and bass with cool dubstep ideas, but the way you process and mix everything needs to be cleaner and softer and more focused on the little details instead of having these like big elements that like take up all the space and are overly saturated and shit. That's a good point in some ways, although I really enjoy the hats, but I think you might be right in terms of the placement, possibly. Ted said the reason the drop sounds cool but doesn't hit the feels is because of the hats. Noise's meticulous hi-hat placement. They cut them off in quiet gaps of the drop to emphasize the rhythm. I second what Ted is saying. Noisia is king for those little details. I mean, yeah, I think we can all agree Noisia is pretty much, if you want to know how to make drum and bass, no matter what genre it is, just fucking look at Noisia. They do it best. And I mean, there's other people on the same level as Noisia, but you know what I mean. They're a great example for how you should mix and arrange and process things. They're just a great example of knowing the balance. They don't go too far. They don't overindulge, you know. Anyways, let's get on to Illicit. Let me message him real quick. Oh, and then I'll check what you sent, Dark Mage. But either way, still sick to see internal error getting into drum and bass. Caracal Project, Imanu, Face, Mephius, Camo and Crooked. Those are all great people to reference. Posai. Trying to think, who else am I missing? Well, this is part of Noisia. I don't know Gino. It sounds familiar. Oh wait, yeah, let me wait to make sure Illicit's in. And I'll check out what Dark Mage sent me. Let us see. Discord out of context. Alright. Let's hear it. Cubic, put auto-tune on that clip. Me, say no more. Alright. I shouldn't enjoy cymatic samples. My brain's always telling me no. Honestly, it needs more extreme auto-tune, but you know, maybe the fact that it wasn't doing as much means I was fucking right on pitch. I'm a fucking god tier singer, and I don't even need auto-tune. My voice is already perfect. So that's a W. Alright. Is Illicit in? Yes. Alright, let's get it. Bunda. Bunda is the pinnacle of drum and bass. I think everyone can agree on that, right? Okay, I don't know what's happening with this snare. What is that? Yeah, it's a snap. I should have said, yeah, it's a snap. I know what it is, but I think it needs more than just a snap. It is put a reverb on it, then I don't know. I guess, yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think it's that funny and goofy, to be honest. It doesn't give me that vibe, at least. It's like I mean, you don't have album art, but like the name and album art, I didn't go into it thinking from like a goofy, funny perspective. So Yeah, don't layer it with a kick. Then it'll be a little more funny and goofy. Snap back to reality.
Now this one is sharper than a razor blade.
Oh, here's the square 4. Okay, sick use of the square 4 in a new way I've never heard before. I like the sound design a lot, but the drums throughout the entire song are just not doing it for me, and I think the drums are ruining the cool potential of this drop. And yeah, you need a fatter, like more sustained low end, I think. Are you just relying on the sub that's like built into these presets? Because that's what it kind of sounds like. It's OG rhythm, but without the flow. Yeah, the sound design's really satisfying. It's just, it doesn't have that bounce I need, which usually comes from the drums. Are my cats trying to take the... Wait, let's see if you can see this. I'm going to pick up the camera. Oh. Well, never mind. Wait, let's... My cat is trying to eat the fucking cat food bag. Well, you can't see it though. Bad kitty. Alright, anyways. My cat was like, look at this shit. The cat is like eating through the cat food bag. Oh, now he's... Sorry, excuse me. Now he's fucking on the desk. No, get off of my... Oh my god. Why did I do this? Here, get off my desk. I will feed you after the stream, damn it. I'm streaming. Why don't cats understand this? How come you don't understand the concept of streaming? What's wrong with you? 2022. Oh no, I think I zoomed out too much. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, now I gotta scoot over. Okay, now my cat's just... Stop! No. Where do I put this? Where he doesn't... Here. Stop! Stop! Just... Damn it. Okay, anyways, let me get this back all where it needs to be. Beautiful. Alright, let's finish this. I'm getting stream sniped by my cat. So I think your main thing is your hi-hat. Your hi-hat isn't happening enough. Like, have it going like on every downbeat, you know? Really following, for this sort of song, you want the hi-hat to follow the exact same rhythm as the basses. And probably make it more of like an open hi, like put a little more of a tail on it. And then the kick and snare. I don't know, I feel like you need another layer on the clap if you're going to have it layered as a kick clap. And, I don't know, kick is alright, it's just like your sub is lacking, so the kick feels a little bit naked. Probably more noisy hi-hat. I would do it like what Leotrix does, where you put a vocoder, if you're in Ableton, you put a vocoder on the hat, and then on the noise mode, and then you put the release up and you just bring down the mix and then you saturate it. This part I don't think works as well. But it's really hard to tell because like the sub and the drums aren't fully there. I like this sound, but like this right here is a perfect example of the sub not being like that sub is like almost non-existent in my headphones. Like it's just like the one fundamental sine wave. So you need it to be fatter. I would use like Mad Dubs as a good reference for this. This sub is loud. What do you might have bass boosted headphones. I have really transparent headphones. So like my headphones are like a little bit better than listening to it on a phone speaker in terms of like hearing low end. But so generally basically it's like if you want to be able to hear some subharmonics in my headphones for it to be a good mix. Thank you, baby. You have professional headphones? Well, I don't know. Obviously, like, professional headphones still have EQ curves. So, like, certain headphones are more saturated. Certain headphones have bass boosts. Or they have dips in the high end, you know? You still got to know. You got to know what your own EQ curve is. So that you can know how to properly analyze your mixes and other people's mixes. So, like, mine is really flat, transparent headphones. My monitors are really flat, transparent monitors. So that's like one of the most balanced ways you can experience a song with it's like little to no saturation, all that jazz. So I don't get like super fucking awesome sounding low end because it's a really flat, but it really helps a lot with mix downs. But it's kind of all just like however you work best, you know? All right. I believe Radon is next. And yeah, good luck with that one, Illicit. I can't wait to hear more because I do like the sound design a lot. I think it's a dope way to use Square 4. Don't make Qbik financially stable. Wait, this isn't even you, Radon. What the hell? Okay, now I get why you said Radon, obviously. Wow, what a legend. What a legend. Round of applause for Radon. That's nice of you. So, we got Mannequin in the cut with Nature featuring... How the fuck do I say this? Is it Note? Yo, my name's Note. I'm named after the musical note. It's cool because I make music and my name is a music term. Oh, wait, is it Nate? I'm stupid. Well, whatever. Do do do. Do 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 do. That's what that song makes me feel like. Anyways. I've been paying homage to my mother named Nature and my grandma. Wait, Nature featuring Nate? Okay, that's kind of sick. So the first thing is the vocals, just like quiet, muddy, sort of not really monotone, but speaking really low, and it's like like that. It's kind of like muffled and really low end focus. So like whoever Nate or Note or whoever the fuck is. Oh, NXT. Okay, what? They're NXT, but why did they add an E at the end? Everyone thought it was either Note or Nate, and all of us were wrong. This is a bad name. First item of feedback is your name. Change the name. Dank Reviews, thank you very much. I will add you to the donor queue. and it has been a while. Welcome back. Yes, Mannequin has awesome beats. Oh, you recorded this at 2 a.m. That makes sense. Don't record a song at 2 a.m. if you can't talk loud. That's basically when you're doing vocals, whether it's hip hop or singing, you need to be in a place where you can really project, like almost overly project. You know, you don't want to be clipping in the mic, but like you don't want to be super quiet and like muffled. If I'm being honest, both of you guys have doo-doo mics in terms of like what you're trying to do. Well, actually, no. Like if you recorded yours at 2 a.m., then that's a different story.
I'm fine at the moment, my homie. I'm feeling great. There hasn't been no rainy days. There ain't no reason.
I think the clap needs to be a little more saturated, and the kick needs a little more like low end presence. Other than that, I love this. And here, I'm gonna reel it back and stop feedbacking for a second. Let's just like listen to the lyrics. And yeah, take in Mannequin rapping for the first time on stream. Like, let's fucking go.
I've been paying homage to my mother named Nature, and my grandma started blasting. Ain't nobody there to save us.
Okay, wait. My mother named Nature. That's already fucking sick. That didn't click. Oh, there's lyrics in the description. Oh, let's fucking... Okay, one more time. We're gonna wheel it back. You know what would be sick? If fucking SoundCloud, next feature, ignore all the features everyone has been wanting, you know, higher quality music, or like higher quality streaming, I don't know what others, cleaning up the feed from all the reposts, scratch all that. Ignore all that, SoundCloud. You've already been doing a good job of ignoring all that. Instead, just make it so that whenever I want to drag through the track backwards or forwards, it makes a backspin sound. That's all I really need from SoundCloud. That would be awesome.
And my grandma. I've been paying homage to my mother named Nature, and my grandma started blasting. Ain't nobody there to save us. I've been living life the best I can, the bad times disregarded. The more stuff that I go through, the more my skin hardens. I'm fine at the moment, my homie. I'm feeling great. There hasn't been no rainy days. There ain't no reason to blame. Ain't been anything there that burst my ribs and take my heart. I'm still just a kid, you know that this is just the start. I've been paying homage to my mother named Nature. I'ma go out and get me a running major.
Okay. Also, thank you, Anthony, for the donation. I will add you to the queue. And yeah, you're right, CF Petron, that would get really annoying after a while. Yeah, make it a setting. Anyways, that was a sick fucking verse. If only you didn't record it at 2 a.m. This is actually really good. I can't believe you're so fucking young and you're fucking making actual hip hop. Nate, on the other hand, kind of ruined the vibe a little bit, gonna be honest, with his doo-doo mic and the auto-tune. Just being honest there.
I'ma be the kid that was named the truth.
Oh shit, it's Nate.
Named Nature.
Nate, you need a new fucking mic. No, it's good. Like the flow and the lyrics are good. I'm okay, if I'm being honest, I didn't know Nate was in here. It didn't click, and so I'm sorry. I was like roasting a little extra because I was like, oh, Nate's not here. I'm just gonna like, you know, hype up Mannequin a little bit. But it's not bad. It's just you do need a better mic, and auto-tune plus a bad mic makes it sound worse than better, you know? Anyways. Oh, well, you just donated, so here's the donor queue. So you would be next, Dink. Anyways, we'll finish listening to this in a second. Cubic bullying children. Hello, Danny. Just casually bullying kids.
And anything there that burst my ribs and take my heart. I'm still just a kid, you know that this is just the start. I've been paying homage to my mother named Nature. I'ma go out and get me a running major. I'ma be the kid that was named the true player. Mama always said to be the better for the greater. I was young.
Okay. That's bars. That's bars.
Mama always told me to ignore these haters.
Okay, I don't know what happened to your mic for my heart and everything. Yeah, but the auto-tune, I don't think you need... Take off the auto-tune. It only works in hip-hop in certain contexts, and I don't think this is the right context. And then also the bad mic, obviously.
It's cold like a glacier.
Guys, this has auto-tune. You guys... Literally, here, I'll show you where it has auto-tune the most. That is auto-tune. What are you talking about? Then your fucking mic has built-in auto-tune. You don't hear that? Bro, what? Someone explain what's happening then. That sounds like auto-tune. Is this just what bad? Yeah, it's like some sort of... It's like either phaser or like a feedback, maybe. The feedback that has like a tonality to it. Okay, whatever, y'all. Okay, it's a broken mic. I don't have a lot of experience with broken mics, so it just it sounds like auto. It adds like a sort of tone, like a harmonic. Whatever. Okay, so then just get a new mic. There. That's settled.
It's cold like a glacier. Mama, don't worry, I'ma give us some paper.
That literally sounds like auto-tune, dude. You guys are making me feel crazy.
Give us some paper. It's the life that I live that makes it hard. I've been being honest to my mother named Nature, and my grandma started passing. Ain't nobody there to save her. I've been living life the best I can, the bad times disregarded. The more stuff that I go through, the more my skin hardens. I'm fine for the moment, my homie, I'm feeling great. There hasn't been no rainy days, there ain't no reason to blame. Ain't been anything there that burst my ribs and take my heart. I'm still just a kid, you know that this is just the start.
It's just the start. I don't know why I sang that. That was weird. For the second verse, like just being a copy paste of the lyrics, I think like obviously it would be doper if it was a new verse. That's not as like commonplace in hip hop, but obviously it's like one of your first, like you're writing for the first time, you're still new, so it's like hard to make a second verse, of course. But dude, both of you guys are fucking kids, and you're writing like actually good lyrics, like. And you're like fucking get it, dude. You guys are killing it. I can't make good enough. Like I can't make hip hop that this good. So, I mean, fucking sick, dude. Yeah, you should write a second verse. Sounds like the vocals fade in and out throughout the song. Well, okay, no, that's just the bad mic. The songwriting is actually good. Like legitimately, this is good songwriting. Like the beat is good. You guys have the flows for the most part. You're obviously still like decently new, but that'll just come with the more you do it, you know? The confidence and the consistency with each sentence and lyrics gonna come naturally. So, but fucking straight up, like there are people my age in dubstep who have established fan bases who have made like their own hip hop, and it's like insanely cringe, whereas like you guys are fucking children and you made an actually cool hip-hop tune. Like you guys should both be proud. Hell yeah. I'm glad you have a better mic. Nate has been rapping longer than me. I just started a few days ago. What? That's wild. Well, that's sick that you've been able to find other people your age that are on the same wave too. That's sick. I have so much hope for the future of music. There's all these kids just making like crazy music when in like middle school. Like, what the fuck? I have the Samson Go mic. It's like $20 and sounds like Cubic's mic. I mean, this isn't the best mic. This was like a $60 mic, and I just happen to like the sound of it, weirdly enough, so I've just kept it. Bro wrote, I've been paying homage to my mother named Nature a few days. That's what I'm saying, dude. And then there hasn't been no rainy days, no reasons to blate. I don't even know what blate means, but it sounds so cool. And then ain't been nothing here to burst my ribs and take my heart. I'm still just a kid, you know, this is just the start. These are bars. Let's see. Let me find the dopest bar from Nate's. Mama, don't worry, I'm gonna give us some paper, but it's life I live that makes it. Oh wait, no, I read that out of the right thing. Oh, you guys have two different rhyming cadences. So like Mannequin is doing just like the from line to line rhyming the end, whereas Nate is doing line or like one like A and then B, or no, A and then C and then B and then D, if that makes sense. Or oh no, it's kind of going back and forth. Okay, whatever. I don't do hip hop. This isn't my. Anyways, point is that's sick. You guys should keep doing this. You're killing it, and just fucking cool. You guys got a lot of dope future ahead of you. Anyways, so next we got dank memes. Is this gonna load? God damn it. Did you send it on the forum or did you send it in Discord DMs? Oh no, or no, not dank memes, dank reviews. Yeah, feel free to send me the album. I'm with it. This is cool. What is your question, Radon? Yeah, you're right, Ted. Expensive doesn't always equal better quality. Very true. And it is, pies. I love it. Should I get one more shot of vodka? You should drink a glass of water at least before. Like a full glass of water. Okay, so a couple things. Let's go through this. So the first thing is your kick is like so much cleaner and punchier in front of the mix than everything else in the mix. So it kind of creates a weird contrast, like with your clap, for instance, which your clap is kind of like reverbed a little bit and pushed back into the mix. You see what I mean? And so one thing I always like to make sure in my music is that the kick and clap are hitting at the same level. And sometimes that means clipping the master so that the snare or the clap is just getting like chopped off at 0, and then your kick is also getting chopped off at 0. But just depending however you do it, just making sure they're the same sort of level and same sort of presence in the mix, even if it has reverb on it. And now the sub's alright. It does sound like it has stereo content, so just be careful about having stereo content in the low end. And then it just feels a little too empty, like this melody. Maybe try taking this melody and turning it, using it with like an actual sort of synth instead of like a bass hit, or like layering it on there, you know? Like that's a fun way to introduce the melody and rhythm of the song in a nice sort of full, more, I don't know, just like more melodic way before it happens in the drop. It's just like taking that same melody and rhythm and just putting it in a regular synth. Because just at least the current way this main bass thing is being processed, it's just not enough harmonics and content in the mix to fill it out and make it. I mean, it doesn't even need to be like fully filled out, but it just feels a little too like empty. Both empty in terms of like just the elements here, but also empty in terms of like tonality and like harmonic content. Oh, and then the other, okay, I listened to the song before I did the pauses for that exact reason. Also, coming back to the sub loudness topic, I noticed in some songs sub is strong for me and some not, and I think you have the same problem. So basically my theory is different headphones work differently with sub range, and some sub notes can be perceived different on different headphones. Oh yeah, 100%, which is why it's important to make sure your subs are saturated and harmonically rich so that they still come through in some way on every headphone. And so usually if it's not coming in on my headphones, there's a problem. Meaning it's not enough harmonics, because it'll definitely come in differently on different headphones. Like my laser tag remix, when I listened, I fucked up and I overcompensated on my headphones where the sub sounded perfect, and then I listened on my bass boosted, like just my regular gym headphones, because most regular consumer headphones are bass boosted, so you have to account for that. I listened on my gym headphones and the sub was like overpowering everything. And then I listened on my car and the sub was also overpowering a little bit. So I realized I needed to turn the sub down because it's just my headphones that are a little like just they don't have good sub response. Anyways, so here for the feedback or for the fake out. It's like the rhythm or like the timing of the rhythm changes between here and there, and it's like this awkward pause for a second. Do you kind of see what I mean? It like throws you off like of the bounce of the melody. It's not a fake out, it's a pre-drop. Yeah. And so I like the melody and I like the feel and texture of these basses, but it sounds like it's either the way they're processed or they need more layers, but it kind of has the same issue as in here, where it's consumed by noise and it's kind of pushed back in the mix, so it's not having like the in-your-face sort of clean impact that these basses need. But they're good bass as a layer. Or maybe like toning down some of the noise and like any processing that pushes it back, make it a parallel signal. So like if you're putting reverb or if you're putting like chorus or I don't know, delay or I don't know, some of those like destructive processing, destructive in the sense of like they can mess with the clean and like presence of your basses by like pushing them further back in the mix. Then do a parallel signal so that you can have the feeling of the chorus or the reverb or the delay, but it's on a parallel signal. You cut the lows so there's no phasing, and then you can just turn down the wet signal if you want that to be like more of the main vibe. But then you have like a clean, dry version that can kind of maintain the presence and the in-your-face feel you need, but then you also get the reverb or whatever it is that you're trying to add. Good mic under 100. I don't know why. I just don't want a mic that's super expensive. There's lots of really good YouTube videos about that, or just articles in general about that. Also, your clap needs to be more saturated, just louder, a little bit brighter as well. Ted might be right. Look what Ted said. But yeah, you got the whole general foundation down though. Just got to work more on the mix down mainly, and the gain staging and the layering. Whoa, these green beans are not cooked. Anyways. But yeah, thanks again for the donation. I like the melody. I like where you started. So, good luck. Good luck finishing it and evolving it. All right, next is Pies. Let's find where you're at in the queue. That's some crunch, dude. I'm not a big green bean person. Oh shit, we got another behemoth. Did they drop like stems for behemoth or something? Why is everyone remixing behemoth? I'm eating green beans. Oh, I definitely... Oh. Yeah, audio interfaces help. Definitely get an audio interface. This is really quiet. What did I say? Didn't I say behemoth? Sounds like the main bass needs to be louder. But it might just be the overall sound, like song being quiet. This is cool. Okay, so I think the main issue here is that this is a different flow than this. Obviously, it's hard because it's a bootleg, but I think you do need to do a little more to kind of like prepare the listener for the new vibe. I think it'll make it hit a little better. Now, the other issue might be your sub. I think maybe your sub's a bit lacking. I think you just gotta get a bit more creative with how you do the bootleg part. Like, I think you gotta basically take what you did here, take like elements out of your drop, and then overlay them in this section. And hopefully when you do that, you'll start to kind of hear different ways you can incorporate those elements into the build-up to kind of prepare the listener, you know? Or you could go really crazy with it and completely remake this whole section with like your own chops of the original and like elements from your drop, and just make sure you include the "it's about to." And then I think for this transition, I would have cut out this part right before the like sudden death stab, and put something else in to just make like a break for a second to get you ready for the next section. But I don't think that's necessary. But the issue with this next section is there's like these clicks happening. You hear that? It just makes it a lot less clean. Yeah, sure. Filter the drop elements in the intro. Just get creative with it, you know? Yeah, this part's cool. Like, it's a really cool flow. It's just like the clicking. So, like, something that can be a common cause of like that clicking is if you're chopping up a sample and you're not adding any fades. So it means that the volume is changing instantly from like 0 to 100. That would create a click. Or from like 60 dB to 30 dB, and you put two chops, 160, 130 right next to each other, it would cause a click. Because it's like the volume is drastically rising or lowering. So that's why it's important to add just like the most subtle little fade at the end. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. You just need to make sure that at the end of the sample, it's fading down to 0. The boss fight EP is pretty good. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, this part's a little too like sped up. Or it's just like not coherent. It's like a bit of an awkward moment. I like the general idea though. I think you just need to execute it better. Like I like the idea of it getting to this part where the stab and then it delays and it gets quiet for a second. Then maybe make like a really subtle riser before this. And then you got the clicks happening again. And I would make these basses a bit more like spacious, you know? Like some reverb and like maybe even a layer. Okay, and so you had this sick flow, and then you just threw it away and went into a completely different flow that doesn't really flow with the previous flow. I would have kept this going and then slowly add in like more things in between each of the spaces until it becomes a full flesh. Okay, honestly, this part's starting to sound more like a shitpost track. Like, this is funny. To just keep that going. I like that. But it's a bit more like kind of wacky, shitposty feeling. And then the flow starts to kind of fall apart around here. Hey, good transition out though. All right, let me read chat. Cubic, do you like to fly on airplanes? I mean, I'd prefer not to. Like, I don't hate it. I enjoy like looking out at the sky and like look at the sky. Okay, but I like looking at like the clouds and the mountains and all that. That part's dope. Usually I like take an edible and I listen to like trance or drum and bass and just enjoy the takeoff and everything, and then I just watch. It's like a nice chance to catch up on like new movies I haven't seen. But in general, just the idea of being in a plane crash, and the more times I fly, the higher my risk is. That's like not enjoyable. I'd rather not get in a plane crash. But that's still extremely rare. It's just like it happens, so it's possible. So it's like, at least in a car crash, I can like have some control of like how it ends up, you know. But a plane crash, you're kind of just like you better hope you got a good pilot and that the plane didn't break in half and you were on the wrong half, you know. All right, Anthony is next in the donor queue. Let me find your submission. Did you submit in the submission form or did you submit on Discord? Hell yeah, mannequin. You can send it on Discord DMs or just put it in the form, or I mean, see if YouTube lets you post it in here. I doubt it though. I think YouTube has like a spam filter that filters it out. Discord DMs though is the easiest way. If you're in Discord and in my server. I can't believe that this is a copyrighted song. Yeah, just DM it to me on Discord. That's super easy. Ooh, what is this? New Noir? Also, Eli Derp is getting so good at his art style. That's sick. Anyways.
I'm bringing sexy back. I'm bringing sexy back. I'm bringing sexy back. I'm bringing sexy back. The money bars don't know how to act. It's the show what's behind your back. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. I'm bringing sexy back.
Oh. Jesus.
I'm bringing sexy back.
That's funny. Feels a bit more of like a throwaway track from Noir. Gonna be honest. Not that it's bad or anything, it's just like kind of just like a rhythm banger. Alright, I found yours, Anthony. I'll listen to the rest of that later though. Still my kind of wait, what? Oops. I still fuck with it though, that was sick. Why is it not? Why does Google hate this link? What? Also, Google is currently doxing me. What the fuck? Why is this? Here, Anthony, I don't know why it hates this link. What the fuck? What is wrong with the link? Why does it keep taking us to... Well, you're gonna need to resend the link, I guess. Noir is legend. I love Noir. Noir. Here, try getting me another link. Or is this like on your main account? Is this a public track? Dude, why is it like SoundCloud doesn't exist? What is happening? Your connection to HTTPS is... Oh, wait. Wait, what? I am so confused. What is happening? Okay, there we go. And then Judson makes beats. Mim. Oh no, it was a... Okay, send me the private link. You must not have sent the right... Okay, here. Let me check the other. That was so weird. I've never had it do that where it just takes me to Google because it doesn't know. Are you fucking kidding me? Now it work? Oh, okay. So make sure that you're... So here, let me show you. You're probably clicking the wrong button for sharing the link. So for a private track, you want to do share and then private share. Because when you copy the link, it's not gonna... Why does Google even, or I mean SoundCloud even do this? Like who the fuck uses copy link to send to people? Hello, Nate. I see you on Discord. I'll check after. So yeah, try submitting one more time, Anthony, but do the share private. Oh, fuck, you guys have the link. Well, fuck. Or just DM me on Discord at this point, Anthony. That'll be easier. Alright, okay, this link should work. This looks like it's the right link. Sweet, there we go. Okay, so we got some fucking sort of deep dub shit. I fuck with it, but the mix down is a little broken. Sounds like your vocals need to be more saturated just in general. Okay, wait, let me see Radon's rant about the copy link button. If you don't click on your private track, that means nobody can... Oh, that actually does make sense then. Okay, okay, Radon. But yeah, the vocals, they just sound like they need to be a little bit brighter, maybe a little louder. Then it sounds like your subs may be clipping for points. So like, there's like, maybe it's not the sub as much as like, there's these moments where like noise comes in, like there, and I don't know, maybe I'm just being nitpicky. This part's sick. Oh wait, that fill that came in made things muddy, and I don't think it worked very well. Yeah, nah, I would take that snare fill out. Oh, I didn't know that.
Never knew you like that.
Okay, the switching to triplet kicks for the build, I don't think that works very well either. That makes it harder to DJ, and it just kind of doesn't feel like... Wait, my lights just changed. I don't know, it just like feels kind of pointless to do that.
Never knew you like that. Mercy.
Oh, I think what it is, I think your vocals need more reverb. I think your vocals need like space on them so that they take up more space, like here. And like for the pre-drop, so it's like more energy.
You like that.
It's like a bit too dry for the vocals.
Mercy.
Ooh. Okay, so your bass leads need to be saturated, especially in the mid-range, and then your sub is really lacking here. So that makes me think that maybe it was your sub in the drop as well. Your sub just feels like too tight. It works a little better here because things are more sustained. But here the sub's really lacking. But the flow and everything is really tight. Ooh. Okay, so I think another thing is you need to like glue compress everything. Like on your master. Like you need a glue compressor and a saturator. It sounds like. Sounds like things just aren't glued enough and things just aren't full enough. But I mean, your drums are, but your basses and things like that. But other than that, this is really sick. Ooh. I think you also need to go, you need to put more like effects to create these moments, like to build tension before these moments better, like here. Or no, maybe actually that just goes back to the compression and saturation, because that'll make things kind of more overall loud and in your face and energetic, and that might be what is missing. Oh, that was a sick. I like that. Well, I think what it's lacking is like what I'm talking about. Is like that extra energy and saturation. This part's sick. But the vocals are too quiet. Oh shit! That's a high buildup. You need another riser though. Sick though. You definitely onto something. I think, yeah, main thing's just your mix down. Your idea is pretty solid. I like that. And you use those overused vocals that everyone overuses, but I actually enjoyed it. The outro did have this special something, yes. But yeah, nice job. Okay, we have no more donors. So we are back to the queue. This is the queue. We got Wumpy Wubs coming up next. Well, once I find your... Oh, there we go. Ominous. This better be ominous as fuck. No problem, Anthony. Hopefully it helps. Oh wait, did you already send me this? Hey! Yeah. No, you definitely implemented some of the things I talked about. It's a lot more atmospheric. I'm writing those things down for when... Hell yeah. Well, stoked to hear the next version of it, Anthony. Yeah, so definitely in general, it sounds a lot more atmospheric, a lot more kind of in the dub realm. But now it seems like things are maybe a little too dull in some ways. Like just maybe a little too quiet. I love this atmosphere that you added. The delay on the snare is perfect, but the snare is a little too quiet now. Also, I think the hats could be a little louder too. Other than that, though, well, actually, I think I think these hats could have, if you do the vocoder with the, are you in Ableton or FL Studio first off? Actually, kick does sound a little weird, but I don't know. I think the kick needs to be more saturated. Like it needs a little more distortion maybe. And then it'll make it a little louder and more defined. Because yeah, in this part specifically, the kick is starting to blend in a little too much. Oh, it's an online duh. I don't know. I don't use other vocoders. If there's other vocoders that have like the sort of noise mode, or you could use noise as a carrier, then you could probably do it. Yeah, I agree with Radon. I think the kick needs to be more subby than high-endy, especially when the rest of the drop is subs. Then it kind of, I mean, what you could do is layer this kick with a kick that has a better low end, or you could just process the kick differently. Other than that, though, I like it. And I think you might have the same thing that Anthony has of, yeah, seriously, what Anthony said. Which compressing the master, just more compression in general to kind of glue things together a little bit better, as well as I would put like a low release on it so it kind of brings out more details in the mix. Because this is a song where you really want to bring out all the little subtle details. I mean, honestly, an OTT on the master would actually probably work in this context if you set the parameters correctly, but it's an online DAW, so I doubt it has OTT. Hello, Dodge Demon. Ooh. Dude, stop stepping on my iPad, god damn it. Boy, thick 69. Wait, you know what I should have been doing for this song? Here. Real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here's what we should have been doing for this song. Why was that so perfect? Also, my cat is eating my fish. Straight to the back rooms. Anyways, I like it. Just fix those things, you got yourself a vibe. Alright, next we got RTX. We made this in 4 hours 2 weeks ago, but still very whip. Okay, got you. Cubic jump scare. Shout out to fucking Roll the Red for making VR chat backrooms. Oh no, what is my freaking cat doing? Bruh, raid off. That's rude. I like it. I do prefer it black and white though. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. RTX actually, and Duawa. The sound design is good. You guys nailed it. But this is such a generic tear out track. It's like it would have been cool a year ago, but I don't know. I just find it boring just because, like, it's well mixed. The flows are good. The sound design is good. I don't think it works very well with the vocal, and I don't think it blends really well with this vibe. It kind of feels disconnected, but just generally, it's just, I don't know. It's just really generic, if I'm being honest. RTX likes it. I think the sub is perfect. Okay, maybe it could be a little more saturated. But just, like, it's more of a personal thing, because people who don't listen to as much Tear Out will probably enjoy this, but I just heard this song 100 times. That's a really good sustain. Sub is really lacking in this section. I don't know. I think first off, I would throw out this whole thing. Like, you're going for really heavy tear out, so I would make the rest of the track really heavy to bring all the hype and kind of make this hit. I don't know, like, to introduce this drop in, like, this section. Like this right here. It just feels so wrong. You have, like, this classic house vocal, and then it just goes into Murata sustain. It's like, you should have, like, Scarlord or some shit here instead, you know? And I know that's also generic, but it's like, it at least works, whereas this is like, I don't know, it feels like you're trying to force these two different worlds together, like Odd Prophet does, but Odd Prophet somehow makes it work a lot better than this. I don't know how he gets away with it, but he does. This, like, just kind of felt like two different worlds just kind of being smushed together, but they don't want to be together, if that makes sense. I don't know. But in terms of your mix down, other than the sub issues for the most part, and the sound design, like, it's cool. Just personally, for me, a bit too generic after the amount of tear out I've enjoyed over the past year. Alright, we got Makiriko coming up. Not really anything mix-wise, because I know it's horrible. I just what? I just mire things to add. I'm assuming that's a typo. And a part of the second is pretty clearly unfinished. Okay, poop music. The intro, not poop. Yeah, that's true. Hello, Joseph. Okay, so it sounds like your bells have low end that's clashing with the other low end you have going on. Maybe not. There's definitely some mud in the low end though, so just make sure you're going through your elements and cutting low end out of anything that just, like, the biggest way you can know whether or not you need to cut low end on a sound other than, like, obvious clipping and mud is, like, if you go into a sound and you put, like, a peak in like, let's say at 200. If you put a peak at 200, not a super tight cue, just a general cue. Put a peak there and you pull it up and you solo it, and it's just like mindless, like, muddy noise. There's no real, like, harmonic content there. Then generally, there's some contexts where it's good to keep that, but generally you just want to cut it. Oh, is it void? Oh, fuck. 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh shit, I almost knocked over my... Okay, I'm back. What the fuck? What is it? What? What in the hell? Oh, I have my Ableton open. I was making sounds for my Patreon. Okay, let me get my camera back up. Whoa. Well, that must have sounded weird. Sorry, y'all. Alright. What note was it playing? Was it like an octave too low? Cubic jump scare? Noise it back? You can spam when void. Bro, what? I love this note. What the hell is... Good night, Radon. Could use a bit more distortion. Did it really sound like Pleasure Model? Okay, anyways. I like that sound. I believe you're next, Ted. Oh no, you're in 2. Okay, I'll try to get quick. Well, join my Patreon, Wumpy, and you can find out how I made it. This is not poop music. What? Okay, so yeah, still a little muddy in the low end here. And then that reverse kick was a bit much. I would like maybe automate the volume of everything else down for a second so the reverse kick doesn't clip. And then that kick is just like overly punchy. Yeah, the kick's like way too punchy for the section it's a part of. Also, this part, that's got a lot of harsh like sizzle. And it makes the impact of your drop a little less too, because it's so extra bright right before the drop, and then the drop hits. What does D-Lion name his track? Do you have a pad just kind of constantly going in the background of the leads? Because it sounds like there's some sort of constant like resonant tone in the background that's like maybe a little too loud, because it's not like, it's like muddying up the like rhythm just like a tiny bit. Like, it feels like there needs to be more like breaks between each note, if that makes sense. Like slightly more staccato, I guess. Subs could have been more harmonics. Yeah, possibly. Distort the sub or use square subs. I mean, yeah. I just realized that since my headphones are bass boosted, the high end isn't as harsh. My headphones bias. Yeah, so you probably are. So what so it's important to know like how your headphones are like that, because it's like, then you can be careful of like, you might be not using enough sub in your music, and you might be like have stuff overly harsh in your music as well, because you wouldn't pick it up. Okay, so it sounds like that chord you have layered in the background. Maybe turn down the release throughout the drop. Never mind, I'm back, but I'm in bed on my phone. I want to... Oh my god. Also, maybe take out the side chain for that fake out. I don't know, there's something missing here, but I don't know exactly what. Maybe like a counter melody? Yeah, almost 9 p.m. It's 6 a.m.? Holy shit! Stop with the momming. Unless ZF Patron's cool with it, then I guess. Oh, damn, Wumpy. Okay, the arrangement's getting a bit weird here. Like the breaks being added, I'm a little confused because we're not really going into like a bridge. Hello. It's going worldwide as always. Things start to clip around here. So maybe you just have some things clashing from the break probably. I think you just cut like half of this. Like you just used like almost 8 bars to just introduce the breaks in the melody and then go back into more breaks and melody. So I don't really think you need to introduce it that much. God damn it, ZF Patron. Honestly, that melody wasn't captivating enough to go on for so long. That one. Is nice. Sounded like you added a new synth in there that maybe has too much low end, causing a little clipping. Ooh. Okay, saturate that sound more, but oh, we need more of this. It's kind of weird though, because you go from soup extra full, like overly full, to a little thin, and then back. I think you need a little more. Oh, fuck. I think you need a little more variation in these drops with the melody. It gets a bit repetitive getting to the second half of the song, and it's still kind of doing that same thing. And yeah, I don't know about going back to that section. Yeah, I agree. I think you get the cool contrast from going from here to there, but then going from that back, it's like, I feel like you're just going backwards, which isn't a good thing. All right. Guys, I still can't believe Zan gave me $100 donation today. What the fuck? I wish I had $100 to just give to people. Or I'm like, I wish I had the money to just give $100 to like my favorite streamer or artist. That's sick. Anyways, I just remembered that for a second. I'm just like, holy shit. Okay, so Virus by Rain. You are up, and then next is Ted, I believe. Wealthbick.
Sigma present. Which is strange.
Sigma males. Thought that's what it was about to be about. I was like, God damn it.
Fascinating molecular makeup. It could be worth examining. I would like to study the peculiarities of your condition.
Oh wait, is it about Sigma? I'd put like a little OTT on the vocals before the processing just to make them a little brighter. Ligma. Holy shit, that felt like I just released Satan with that burp. Oh my god, I just hiccuped and burped at the same time, and that was weird. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not into the sound design here. Oh god damn it, do I have the hiccups now? This is now the second time I've had the hiccups today. This is not gonna be fun. I'm sorry ahead of time for the hiccups. Every time I want to say something, I hiccup. This is so annoying. So, it's just sounds like distortion with flanger on it. Like just complete. I fucking hate this. I give up. I give up trying to talk. I just can't. Anytime I want to talk. I've been drinking water. Can I elaborate how the bass line doesn't fit well with the melody and the drop in my track? Ooh, God damn it. I still don't understand why they don't fit. Let me try to bring it up real quick. It's just like the harmonies for certain parts. Let me listen. Like right here. I mean, honestly, I'm not a music theory person, so I don't know how to put it into words. To me, it just feels off at certain points. Like the melody and the bass line aren't interacting I don't know how to say it. because sometimes the bass line is perfectly following the leads, and sometimes you don't want the bass to follow the melody. You want the bass to be playing like a sort of harmony with the melody, and then other times you want it to be following. And there's music theory people know how to do that music theory wise. For me, I just go by what feels right. It just felt off to me. If it doesn't feel off to you, then like that's subjective. Jesus, I fucking hate hiccups, dude. Anyways, for the sound design on this, it just sounds like clipped noise with flanger on it. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not really feeling it. I mean, it just sounds like you're probably still learning how to sound design. No offense. I mean that, like, try holding my breath for like 10 to 15 seconds. Okay. Oh, please work. Please have worked. Okay, so you're horrible at sound design. Well, good thing I'm going to be doing more sound design tutorials starting hopefully this weekend. I've got to record the video tomorrow, and I will hopefully put it out Saturday or Sunday. Oh my god, I think they were right. That actually worked. Good night, Wumpy. Thanks for chilling. It actually worked. You are a lifesaver. Hey, Cam. Anyways, I would listen to Five Nights at Bundy tear out jump scare to make them go away. Anyways, yeah, it just sounds like you're still new to sound design. So like you'll just naturally develop, just like watch more tutorials, experiment more, do more sound design sessions, and you'll just get better at it. There's not much I can criticize beyond that. Your intro was dope though. But I'll be doing more tutorials soon, so that should help. Oh, okay, so the other thing right here, there's like this like scratching sound that's like really muddy, and it doesn't sound nice with layered with the melody. It sounds like someone's like walking in Minecraft almost. Sounds better in the drum loop, but I would honestly replace it with a different sound but keep the same rhythm. I like the rhythm and the melody. Like, I could picture this with like Subtronics sort of sound design being really dope. And this like offbeat sort of pluck thing is nice. You just gotta work on your growls. Like, look up like, for instance, look up like Subtronics tutorials. I'm sure you'll learn a lot. Like, not tutorials by Subtronics, but like people trying to recreate Subtronics. Yeah, I can't say I remember Wings off the top of my head, but hell yeah. Yeah, it's sick people find my tutorials so helpful. Like, I always think I'm kind of a dumbass, and I always get, like, not anxiety, but I just worry that, like, nobody's gonna get anything out of my tutorials, so. Nice, Rain. Alright, Ted, you're up. We got 4 more tunes, including Ted. The fuck was that? But honestly, the tutorials I'm putting out like this year are going to be way better than my old tutorials. Like when I started YouTube and doing tutorials, I was still learning a lot. Like I still had a lot to learn. Not that I still don't, but like I feel like my music is a lot more polished from when I was doing stuff like Caged, you know? So I feel like I can give you guys even better fucking knowledge, you know? This is beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, this is... Whoa. Oh, shit. You gotta be careful with these like high pitched vocals, like for this one note. That can be a little bit like slightly abrasive and harsh, but this is dope. Oh, wait, you sent this, didn't you? Ooh. Okay, the all those claps, I don't know how I feel about that, but this is sick overall. Really unique shit. Probably the coolest, like most like progressive in terms of ideas song I've heard you make. This is sick. And definitely a lot cleaner and more well produced since the last time you sent it. Okay, so maybe if you're gonna have that many claps, like follow the beat like that, I would maybe give them some like velocity, some variance in velocity. So it's not just like this static robotic, like same volume, like 4 times in a row. Or yeah, more swing, yeah. It's also a really dry clap, which works in some moments, but then other moments I feel like it could have more reverb. Like this clap does. Or like more room. I feel like the vocals could be louder. The clap feels a little naked, like it's not glued into everything else. I don't know if it's the pitch of the clap or if it's just like the vocals or there needing to be like another element there. So maybe make sure that the clap is tuned in the same note as the vocals or like a complementary note. When I say it sounds naked, I mean like that element feels like too alone in its own space, if that makes sense. Like there's not a lot around it. It's like very much like in a separate area than the rest of the mix. Oh, this snare is awesome. Oh yeah, I know you know. I'm just clarifying for anyone who doesn't. I love this vocal right here. This kind of reminds me of like some of Into Ashes sort of stuff. Oh, this is awesome. What the fuck? The only thing I warn about this section is there's certain like percussive elements that come in and they sound a little too much like just a clap or just a click instead of like like percussion that adds to it. So some of them maybe I would change out for percussion with like more of a tail or more of like a defined tail. Ted, I can actually see your sound coming to life after listening to your song Wings and then this whip. Yeah, I can too. It's really cool, dude. You're definitely improving a lot. Oh. Okay, so I think this whole section needs a bit more background effects and maybe control the highs a tiny bit more because this comes in like significantly brighter, so it's like a tiny bit abrasive, and then in general I think this drop should have a lot more of an energetic impact. I think the minimalism has worked a lot in the song so far, but I don't know, I feel like this is like the big crescendo moment of the song. I think you should let it kind of fill up with a little more energy before and during the drop. Ooh. Actually, I'll show you right after this real quick a perfect song to reference for this drop and how to mix it and how to like energize it. Yeah, you should definitely send this to a dope label like Halcyon when it's done. This is really cool. Or maybe like no copyright sounds or something. Okay, also when the impact happens, it clips. I'm trying to remember what song I'm thinking of. I think it's Noir and Zenith, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, this is still a good song to reference. Yeah. So this is one song to reference. I don't know if it's exactly the same one I was thinking of, though. Maybe it's by Sharks that I'm thinking of. Okay, wait, I don't... You dare slander the Almighty? What did I do? Oh, no, you have the hiccups. Oh, shit. Who did I slander, though? Oh, it's this song, I think, maybe. I'm thinking of. No. Oh, fuck. I lost the song. Maybe it was the Zenith and Noir. Let me listen to this one more time. Oh, no, it's not. Well, I'm sure there's a good Frankie Nuts song. A newer Frankie Nuts song.
Physical.
Oh, that's so good. Well, I feel like any of these songs I showed could be good references. They're just not as perfect as the one I was thinking of, but I don't remember what song that was, so sorry. Roman Silver Tails collab. Tails is sick. I don't know what collab you're talking about, though. I feel like I missed something. Oh, Zytra. Yeah, wait, Zytra. What is something that you hear less in Tear Out? What exactly do you mean by that? I kind of agree with that question. But I will say, someone who stands out to me in Tear Out is Yoked. And I feel like Yoked is still pretty underrated. Oh, I haven't heard this. What is this?
Are you ready to get fucking you?
Is this going to be the first Versa tune I actually enjoy?
No.
That's cool, but Yoked has some of the wonkiest arrangement and rhythms in Tear Out. And Head Flush is like one of my all-time favorite songs by him. Anyways, yeah, so Yoked is one of the people in Terra I think is doing really cool shit. Even though, but yeah. Honestly, Joe B, if I'm being honest, Joe B fell off a tiny bit for me. I don't know if it's because he just stopped putting out as much music, but I don't know. I kind of miss Joe B. Joe B was like popping off and then just kind of disappeared for a little bit, and then like a couple oh no I'm talking after, but after Petrol for Dinner and stuff like that. Like, yeah, see, Joe B hasn't really put out anything since Warlord. And around when Warlord came out, I was starting to get a little bit like he kept doing a similar style, you know? And so it was getting a little bit stale for me. I'm like a lot more into like his future rhythm stuff and his like non-Tear Out stuff. But yeah, anyways, let's get back to the queue. We only have 3 left. Tenarch, Irie Arts, and Tripex. I'm sure Joe B's been grinding on some big plans though, so I'm excited for whatever is to come. I don't not like Joe B or anything. I just, over the past like 6 to 8 months, like I haven't been feeling his releases as much as I was, is all I'm saying. And part of that is because everybody started ripping him off, so I got tired of that style. My favorite Joe B tune is that one he did with Eli Derp on Cyclops recordings. I don't remember what that was called, but everybody loves like Petrol, but that's my favorite. Damn, new Space Laces. Let's do it. Interesting intro. Okay, I think you're relying a little too much on noise. There's a lot of noise in the background. Yeah, vexed. Yeah, way too much noise. I'm not super into your snare, but I think part of it is that the noise is covering up the snare. It's hard for me to give more feedback because the noise... So like what happens with noise is that it fills in like all the gaps in the mix. And especially stuff like pink noise. I can fill in all the gaps in the mix and it makes it kind of like this just wall of noise, and then it's hard to tell like what's fully happening in the mix because like the noise is filling in it. So I would turn the noise down and then you can like DM it to me later after the stream. Good night, Ted. And I can give you better feedback, but it's just kind of hard to tell because of the noise. 04 Collective is underrated. Real quick, I want to hear Joe B. Lightning. But yeah, main thing about this so far is turn down the noise. Noise is a good tool for energy and to fill in gaps intentionally, but you don't want to overdo it and you want to EQ the noise. Oh, I don't know if I've heard this. Oh, it was on 04.
Oh yeah, that cameraman don't beg you. Don't believe you.
That's pretty cool. But definitely it's a bit less polished, but yeah, that was cool. Who is next? Irie Arts. That was a lot more rhythmy than I'm used to hearing from Joe B. Even though that wasn't really rhythm, but it had like a rhythm feel, I guess. Did my fucking cat just try to steal a piece of fish off my plate? Booch. No. Stop. Get down. Hammer time. Alright. Irie Arts. I mean, the track is done. It is accepted by a label already. Ooh, congrats. What you think? Also fried fish. I'm literally eating fried fish. Or about to, once I finish this. Do you dislike your dad, or is it just like a random picture of your dad happens to be the victim of your slaps, of your Joby snare slaps? This cover is a someone needs to check their prostate. Okay, bit of a too harsh of a sound right here, and then this fill, something is like causing. I think it's the kick is like clipping with this. The bling, wow. I don't know. It just has like kind of a gross clippy click. Yeah, dude, fuck your dad. I feel that though about his snares. I don't know. I was gonna say I would do that, but my mom, but I can't hit women, even if it's my mom. I say like even if it's my mom, like of course my mom though, but or it's just never mind. The context is my mom was abusive, so. Also, the snare's a bit too thin, but other than that, I like it. Actually, the snare is a little too sizzly too. Oh, that was what? It's cool, and there's like some fun wonky moments, but I feel like there's not enough like breaks to like kind of re-energize the track, and it's just really harsh, so I'm getting like ear fatigue quickly because there's a lot of like high-pitched, like bit crush down sampled sort of sounds. I could see that, yeah. Like, for instance, right here, instead of like the yo before the like maybe some sort of fill or glitch or something. I don't know, like something that's a little bit more, creates a little more contrast between the main sounds. So it gives you that break of like, and also like the cue of like, hey, we're about to enter a response, you know? Like, just like the fill that you just did in this part. Right there. The sound design is really cool though, especially the yo. I don't know how I feel about that sustain. It's creative though. I'll give you that. It's creative sustain. But yeah, generally the things I already said just kind of gives me a little bit of ear fatigue and needs like some more break fill moments, you know. All right, final submission is Tripex. Looking for overall production quality feedback and heaviness. And as always, really sick art. I know Tripex does this himself, so if you ever need some sick, like, fucking tear out art, hit up Tripex. Your bed's calling you, you better pick up the phone, man. No problem, Anthony. Have a good one. Thanks for chilling. Hey, Tripex. This, wait, this looks like if you like simplified Murata's name and then reorganized it. Like the A feels like the Murata M, but it's smart. Wait, is this actually the same exact font as Murata? Is that why it makes me feel like it's Murata? And is that intentional? Armada. Please don't. No, it's cool though. I don't mean that in like a way to like roast you. It's just cool. Madara. I think this main lead has some frequencies, especially in the sides, that you could clean up. Other than that, this is a really cool intro. Yeah, I would cut the low end on the sides of this main lead. It's just adding a little too much dissonance and mud. It's kind of clouding these vocals, for instance.
Death take you its embrace. Its embrace.
So, a couple things. So the snare, because it's being layered with a kick, the kick is kind of suppressing a lot of the snare's tail and presence, or like the beginning of, well, no, it's more suppressing the first half of the snare, but its overall presence is being suppressed. So you got to like beef up your snare more, maybe add more layers if you're going to layer it with a kick. And then, yeah, the pre-drop vocal is just like louder than the drop, but I think the drop just needs to be louder. I like the flow of the drums. There's like this sort of pulsing thing right here that's causing some clipping. This main sort of sustain thing, it's like you're kind of on the right track to the sound you're going for, but it definitely needs a lot more layers, because right now it sounds more like a thin sort of riser, you know? And so you need more layers to make it feel like some sort of giant lead or bass. And then, so you get once it gets to this section, it's a bit more of like a sonic, or like a bit of a difference sonically from here to here. Because all of a sudden, all these new frequencies that weren't filled in during this section are now being filled in by this new sound. It's definitely a heavy sound. It has the energy it needs, but it's a bit like sort of over compressed feeling, and I don't know, like raspy. So I just think it needs to be cleaned up a little bit better. And then I like this sort of, I don't know what exactly it is, like toms or fills, but I don't know. Overall, it sounds like you have like good ideas. Like I can see what you're going for, but I just feel like, I mean, it just sounds, it's not like any main issue. It just sounds like you're still kind of figuring out how to sound design and how to layer. And with Tear Out, especially, and like just this general style of music, like the sound design and stuff is so like inherently built on like layering and like a really strong understanding of like FM and sound design. So it just like, I mean, I think I have a pretty good grasp on sound design, and I have trouble like emulating the sounds you're trying to create. So it's just something that'll take time. I mean, it's kind of the Tear Out realm. It's a bit more orchestral and more uniquely arranged than Tear Out, but it's like in that same sort of realm. And so I think it's just kind of stuff that comes with time, that you'll just get better at it. So like working on cleaning up sounds like this, and then this sound, that's a pretty cool sound. This I would layer like a really short kick with the clap just to give it a little more girth and heaviness. Here's the tear out part, and here's where you need more layers on the bullets. So like when making tear out stabs or tear out guns, you want like a nice fat punchy sub layer. Then you want like either some sort of like mid-range sort of growly bass, like a traditional sort of like FM, or some sort of like mid-heavy percussion or metallic element. And then you can add either a tonal element on top of that, or just more sorts of percussions or gunshots, or I mean, honestly, just go crazy with just layering a bunch of different sounds and getting good at like properly EQing each layer so that it's not causing just a wall of mud. But yeah, just do a lot of sound designs, just experimenting with layering all sorts of things, no matter what it is, whether it's a vocal hit or it's a fucking tambourine or a gunshot or I don't know, the horny jail bonk, you know? Just like get a sub and then just practice layering different, like write a sub in a tear out sort of pattern and then just practice layering different stuff, and you'll slowly see what works, what doesn't. You'll slowly get better and better. Also, actually, really good tutorial. This dude popped up who does tutorials, and kind of underrated. Also fucking a little jealous because his tutorials are better than mine. Tutorial. Let's see. This multi-layer tear out bass tutorial. Dude got like pretty much spot on with the Eptic and Wall of Death sound, and honestly, really good tutorial. Probably the best tear out tutorial I've seen in terms of actually helping you understand how to make these sounds like on your own. So check out multi-layer tear out bass tutorial, Eptic/X. Yeah, you see it. That'll help you a lot. This sounds a little better. Just like dealing with some muddy clipping. The other thing is just like making sure you're EQing the sub out of every element that doesn't need low end. I like this perk loop. Honestly, you could probably put like a nice grain delay or regular delay on these just to give them like another sort of delayed layer that adds like some nice room and makes it even like crazier of a vibe. I'll check them soon. I honestly have like a ton of DMs I got to catch up on, so I haven't been going through them yet. This is sick. Bit of a harsh and muddy vocal because of the processing, especially this part. And then also this main lead and some of the other elements are clashing with their harmonics. So just make sure you're EQing, make sure you're like automating the volume. You can always automate EQs. You can always automate in sidechain, like subtle sidechain. Oh shit.
Cannot kill what is already dead.
Oh yeah, that gets really clippy. Also, the flow at certain parts gets a little off. I think in general, you just, you're just still in the learning process. I think your ideas, your arrangement, your melodies, those are all good. Like, I can definitely hear what you're going for, and it sounds cool in my head. It's just like, you got to work on, like, getting better at sound design and getting better at mix downs. That seems like that's your main thing you should focus on, if you aren't already. And yeah, definitely stoked to hear how this progresses. I feel like this is a good song that you can use as like a learning tool to like kind of switch out the sounds and try to keep making the sounds better, because I think the song has a lot of potential. It needs to be cleaner, and the sound design needs to be a bit more polished. At points it's cool though. Like at points there's sound design that's actually like, it can be, you don't need to like switch it out or add too much new stuff. It just needs to be mixed better. And then there's other points where it's like you definitely need more layers and or just generally better sound design. But yeah, thanks for the submission, and hopefully this helps you keep pushing forward. I'm sure you'll turn this into something really cool. With that being said, that is the final submission. Thank you all who submitted. Fucking, if Crystal's still here for some reason, thank you, Jesus, for the $99. Definitely the craziest fucking donations we got so far. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat and then pass the fuck out because I'm tired. So yeah, it's been real, y'all, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye bye.